Assalamualaikum, my name is Ahmad Nazarul Afwan. I will continue with the project background. The purpose of the fire alarm is to notify us when emergency occur and so that we can take the necessary precaution to safeguard ourselves, our employees and the public. Fire alarm can be found in workplace, factory and public building because it is mandatory for the public building, workplace and factory to install the fire alarm. There are many different types but they can be divided into groups such as heat detector, smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, multi-sensor detector and manual call point. And for this project does not involve high cost as the main equipment used is an Arduino megaboard, flame sensor module and piezo buzzer. The function of the flame sensor used is to detect the light source emitted when the light source wavelength is between 760 nanometer and 1100 nanometer. And for the use of the Mega Arduino, allow the data collected by the flame sensor module to be interpreted by the computer and provide a response as programmed by the programmer. The piezo buzzer will produce a sound after the generated program interprets the situation. And for the purpose of this project is to see the response that occur in the fire alarm system, so that we are choosing this project because it kind of interesting. Okay, I will continue again with objective. The objective for this project is to study the working principle of the fire alarm and also to detect fire early in their development when there is still time for safe evacuation of occupant, and also to understand the system communication and device. Second, and to understand the basic fire alarm system. Lastly, to describe the general operation of the fire alarm system for evacuation without sprinkler. Thank you.
6 components used in our experiment. Our first component is buzzer, next flame sensor module, next is LED, jumper wire, Arduino Mega, and lastly breadboard. Next, I will explain about the experimental procedure of the circuit. For flame sensor Arduino, set VCC to 5 volt and set ground to ground. Next, set D node to digital pin 11. For piezo buzzer Arduino, set positive charge to digital pin 12. Set the negative to digital pin ground. For first LED bulb Arduino, set the positive charge to digital pin 5. For the second LED bulb Arduino, set positive to digital pin 6. Set both of the negative charge to digital pin ground. Next, setup of the hardware is complete. Then, set the program of Arduino with code.
Assalamualaikum, I am Ahmad Wafri bin Ahmad Wardi. So I will continue with the program for our fire alarm system. So in our constant, we have stated that the buzzer is connected to the pin number 12, the flame pin is connected to number 11, the flame with say as a high, the red LED is connected to pin number 5, green LED or in our program which is a yellow LED is number 6, and then we have white setup. Then for the pin mode, we have made the buzzer pin as the output, the red LED, the yellow LED, and the flame also is the output, and then the flame pin is the input. So the serial begin is started with the 9600. Then it will loop, while loop, which means the program will loop when we say that the command below, which it has the digital read flame pin, which is if the flame is low, which is no flame available in front of the flame sensor module, the buzzer will not sound, and then the red LED will not light up, and the yellow LED will light up. But if the flame is high, is available at the sensor, the buzzer pin will be sounding. The LED, the red LED will light up, and the yellow LED will not light up. So the program will loop around and continuing until the main power supply is disconnected. That is all. Thank you.
How does it work? First of all, we need the fire source. The orange LED is in the standby mode. When the fire is in the range, the flame sensor module will detect and send the signal to Arduino Mega board. The red LED will turn on and the buzzer will emit a beep sound. Other than that, we can adjust the range of the flame sensor module.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Syarif bin Ramli. I will present about chapter 4 about fire alarm system. Our fire alarm system runs as expected. There have been a few tests performed to ensure that our development system would work exactly as we have designed. As a starting point, a test was performed when temperature applied to the sensor was greater than 35 Celsius. The flame ignited by a simple lighter generate about 43 Celsius. Consider any external condition. During exam, the buzzer will sound to form you anticipation detect by present temperature inside the building, which is fired beneficially and would surely inform the host. In the case action, air conditioner might turn on automatically to make building surrounding more comfortable. Furthermore, the host would be aware of the best time, any construction duties, particular laundry. Nonetheless, while having a wonderful security system, the importance of the temperature sensor was more to the security of host itself, which may be savior of the day. Either an unanticipated accident or a little fire occur. For specification and alert, whenever temperature rise to 35 Celsius, buzzer will turn on. Temperature is 25 Celsius or lower, LED 1 will turn on. Specification of humidity, alert. Percentage of humidity turn lower than 70%, LED 2 will on. Our simulation for project, humidity and temperature sensor will make a few changes to the code as well as few components in our circuit and construct humidity and temperature sensor using Arduino IDE program. Our initiative, we simulate via testing. It operates on the basic of humidity and temperature sensor, and when the buzzer exceeds the limit that has been established, a buzzer sound to provide warming. The diagram demonstrate components were assembled and how they function. Diagram represent entire circuit configuration. The temperature detect the humidity temperature sensor exceed a certain, the LED will light up and the buzzer will sound warning. If the temperature was normal, the buzzer would be silent. Our challenges: the first one is a lack of expertise and experience with the Arduino, difficulty identifying component in our project, change made in initial code to update the Arduino IDE program, creating a circuit for the project using a breadboard. Our conclusion: the humidity and temperature issue are critical issues that cause concern in our society, which might be economic, health, financial, and environment. Environmental safety is critical to the safety of our citizens. However, the technology such as Arduino can assist to construct safety alert for citizens to be more attentive. Arduino is fundamental, simple to use platform that allows users to study, comprehend, and implement application in a real-world setting. This aim was achieved through the creation and simulation that makes extensive of Arduino fundamental. This experiment also produced output that is simple to handle, affordable, and efficient for the advancement of safety. Thank you from me.